What's up, friends? Good Monday morning, and welcome to week 4 of hashtag bdubfit. Before we go any further, remember to use the hashtag bdubfit on Instagram to enter the January giveaway. And here in next week at some point, both Seth and I will be pulling results, giving away our first prize of the year for the January giveaway. So please make sure you're using that. Again, use it in posts, not stories. Stories are great. Tag me, I'll try to repost them and whatever, but I can't find those at the end of the month. It has to be in a post, it has to be public. Just a few reminders. Now, let's get into our motivation for week 4. If you've done good these first 3 weeks, if you keep building on your habits, it should be starting to get easier right now, right? You got week 1, you're excited, you get out the gate going, you're doing pretty good. Week 2 is a slug, a slodge, sometimes it's hard. And week 3 is where you really start getting close to having the habits form. So hopefully, a lot of us have started to develop some pretty good habits. I can already tell just in the way that I've been eating and some of the choices I've been making that I've been doing better about that. Even just tonight, we went out, the girls and I, we went out with David and Megan and Shiloh. And, I made a pretty decent choice. I got shrimp and grits. Not the best, but I didn't get, fried foods or things like that. And I didn't finish it, and I didn't force myself to finish it. I just ate what I was content with, had a salad, and I was done. And even just a couple months ago, I'd have probably been able to eat it all and felt obligated to eat it all. So that's good. Habits are starting to change, starting to feel a little bit better about yourself. I've been really good on the workouts. I think I'll probably remain steady. I don't know that I'll lose any weight this week, as I anticipated. You hit that lull when you have a good first couple weeks. You're going to hit a lull for a few weeks. Don't get discouraged. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But as you enter week 4, last week we talked about incentivizing yourself, investing in yourself. This week I want to talk about rewards, rewarding yourself. A lot of people have a cheat meal, a cheat day, a cheat whatever. We got to be careful about that. We're going to talk about that too, because it's one of the things that has got me in trouble in the past. But it's also important to have some version of a reward system for yourself. And our quote this week comes from Han Solo, I think it is from A New Hope, from episode 4, the very first Star Wars in 1977. And he says something along the lines of, what good's a reward if you ain't around to spend it, ain't around to use it? So in this, you think about that quote from Han Solo, and it doesn't matter what the reward is. If they send us to die, who cares? So in this, you're doing all these things, you're making these sacrifices, whatever it is, right? So you're not eating junk food as much. You're not drinking as much soda. You're not drinking as much caffeine. You're spending less money on toys. You're smoking less. You're drinking less. You're working out more. Whatever it is, you're sacrificing a thing and replacing it with another thing or lack of a thing that was part of your life. In order to keep going and to keep building and keep taking steps, you have to reward yourself somehow. Now, what that looks like will be different for everybody. The Rock is famous for his cheat meals that he puts on his cheat day, loaded with all that stuff. I would love to be able to have cheat meals like that, but I know if I did it, I'd gain 5 pounds in that meal, and I'd never be able to get it back because I don't work out to the extent that he does. So he earns a bigger, higher quality cheat meal. For me, in this new year, what I've been doing is a cheat item at a meal, right? Like a singular thing, as opposed to like cheat day, where we could do whatever we want. And that's one of the things that was hard last year, coming off losing a lot of weight. We were working out. We worked out regularly all year. We'd have cheat day and we'd eat so much that it would offset all the work. And we were doing it once a week. And then it extends, and then it's cheat weekend. You can't do it. So you have a cheat day, whether that's every week, every once in a while, a cheat meal. It's just, I'm going to have a slice of cake. But the rest of my meal is going to be normal, but I'll have a dessert. That may be different for all of you. It may be you allow yourself to purchase something, right? Or you allow yourself to have something that kind of fits part of the need, but doesn't set you back, doesn't set you negatively. What's a reward? A healthy reward, and a reward that's okay for you. So if you're trying to quit drinking, on cheat day, you don't get to have a drink. That doesn't help accomplish the goal, right? So you try to find the thing that is a good reward for you. And maybe that is, just like last week, buying yourself a new shirt, new shorts, a new toy, whatever it is. But you got to find a reward system for yourself. And sometimes it just needs to be little things, right? Like your reward system is you're going to spend a day binge watching something on TV and maybe not be quite as productive. or spend more time playing video games that day than you normally would allow yourself. Whatever it is, you just find a thing, and that way you have that dopamine release that, all right, I got something for this. Think about how hard it would be at your job if you only got paid once a year. Just once a year. Exact same money. Forget I have to budget and I have to be a little bit more responsible with money and save money. But just think about how frustrating it would be if you only got paid in December, on December 31st. In March, you would hate your job. And a lot of people may not like their jobs already, but you'd be like, this sucks. Like, I just feel like I'm doing all this work for nothing. I'm not getting a reward. I know it's coming, right? And with these healthy choices, we know that reward's coming. We're investing in ourselves in the future. We know that we're going to have a longer life, but all that's far away. We have to give ourselves the little encouragements to keep going. I saw Jim Valenti he posted a lot of hashtag #BeatUpFit on Instagram, and he had a cheat item yesterday, I think it was, and I think it was like fat-free ice cream and peanut butter or something like that, and Cool Whip, fat-free Cool Whip, sugar-free. So it was a dessert, like a spoil item, but it was still within the boundaries of what he wants his diet to be. And that's the way to do it. Find that little treat. There's a lot of good things. For instance, Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies, I think you eat 3 of them for like 120 calories. They don't ruin your diet. Maybe you don't need to have that sugar very often, but you could have that every once in a while as a reward, as a cheat item, as a prize, if you will. So you got to find what that is for you to keep yourself going, because as we push now, we get through these first 3 weeks, we're into week 4. Now it has to become a lifestyle. You got to keep making these choices over and over and over again. And at some point soon, something's going to try to sweep in and disrupt you and tell you, nope, see, can't do it anymore. Go back to the way you used to do. And you got to have those little tokens that help you keep going, keep going, keep going. That's why there's mile markers on the interstate. And you go, okay, now I just got to get to mile marker 100. I got to get to this exit. You just break the thing up. And it's little baby steps, and you keep stacking those steps one by one by one by one. For instance, I talk about Dog. He's trying to quit cereal, or quit the sugar cereal, and move toward more healthy cereal because he's a cereal head, right? So a thing that somebody like that could do, they make those really good, expensive, healthy cereals that apparently taste just like Fruit Loops, but they're like $10 for a box. That's expensive. That is a reward. That's a treat. I'm going to have this healthy version of Fruit Loops that I can't eat all the time because it's too expensive, but I'll use it as a reward. That's something he can maybe use, right? So you try to find creative little things that are a reward, that are a treat, but don't set you all the way back. That's speaking to Brian. Dub is speaking to Dub in that, because I like to go off the deep end on the rewards and the cheats, and I need to do much better at that. I have done better this year, and I'm going to continue to do better. So I encourage you that. Reach out to all the folks that you see. Follow that hashtag #BeatUpFit on Instagram. Like people's posts, comment on people's posts. Tag me, tag Josh, tag Seth. OG Geek posted on my video today that he's lost 22 pounds, I think he said already, this year in #BeatUpFit. So he's whipping all of us, and he's doing it in silence. I don't even hear from my man. He's making it happen, so I'm proud of Mike. Congratulations to Mike. I know Seth said this week he's going to try to get back in the gym. I think Josh said this week he's going to get back in the gym. I know they're being careful with their diet. They're busy with other things, but they're trying to pick up the gym. Let's all encourage each other. Help. Remember, rising tide lifts all boats. I hope you enjoy these Monday motivations. Right now it's 9 o'clock the night before you're watching it. It's Sunday night. We're going to watch a little TV, whatever we're going to do. We've had a good weekend. And again, try to encourage your family. This is so much easier this year than it was the first time I did anything like this, because the people that I'm around every day are encouraging me and are helping me. And Natalie's trying to cook really healthy food, and Kai encourages me. We try not to have as many snacks and goodies and that kind of thing around the house, and it makes it so much better. So if your family, your friends, your loved ones, whoever you spend your time with, if they'll help encourage you, it makes it that much better, because this is something we'll do together. And that's what all of us are here for. We're here to do it together with you. So hope you have a good week. Reach out if you need anything. As you're watching this, I'm posting on Facebook. Leave in the comments below anything you need help with, anything you need advice with. And remember, next week we're going to have our first giveaway winner. So use that hashtag #BeatUpFit. Talk to you next week.